Welcome, everybody. I'm Joe from the Game House. Today we'll be doing a Philadelphia Eagles 2025 NFL mock draft. The Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock in our 2025 NFL mock draft series. We'll be doing a mock draft for each team before free agency and after free agency. The Eagles are the last team on the clock here as they won the Super Bowl. And we'll also be using the NFL mock draft database simulator as I like the way it meshes big boards. We're crossing it together to make their own big board, and we'll be rejecting all trades to keep it as realistic as possible. So let's get it started off here with the Eagles. Talk about a team that doesn't have many needs here. They could be in the market for Myles Garrett. That's been a rumor around for a while, but they you could go interior offensive line. Mekhi Becton could be gone. They could go with some corners. They just cut some of their older corners. So there's a lot of options on the table here, but they still don't even need that many needs, or they still don't have that many needs. So something to keep in mind here. I think if they don't go with Mekhi Becton, they do have Tyler Steen, who's slotted to start there right now. You could go they don't usually go linebacker first round, but you did just lose Zach Bond, possibly lose Zach Bond, I should say. Free agency hasn't happened yet. Jihad Campbell would be such an interesting piece for them. I think I would probably take Jihad Campbell, but we know Howie Roseman. He's going to take the interior offensive lineman here, Tyler Booker. Got a good value at pick number 32. He likes building from the trenches. He's pretty much addicted from building from the trenches. Has pretty worked out pretty well for him, and I think he can fill that spot at right guard for the Eagles. All right, so next pickup. Pick number 64. Again, could get that linebacker at some point to maybe replace Zach Bond, but doesn't look like there's one within range. I could see him maybe getting enticed uh, to take one of these offensive linemen, Cameron Williams, maybe. But I'm gonna go JT Toimaloau out of Ohio State, get an edge rusher there, and fill one of the biggest needs. If they can't get Myles Garrett, it's not like it's a huge need to get one of these edge rushers, but again, he likes taking those offensive and defensive linemen, and JT Toimaloau fits that role. Xavier Restrepo would be interesting here. I do think that they could benefit from a better third receiver. Jahan Dotson trade maybe didn't work out as much as they would have thought, but that might make it a little bit interesting. Savion Williams could be a guy that they get that can move Devontae Smith to more of the slot role. I think we're going to go Demetrius Knight, linebacker out of South Carolina. Talk about a guy who might be able to kind of fill the void of Zach Bond. I don't know if he'll be as good as Zach Bond, but an athletic player who reads the field pretty well. From everything I've looked at him so far, I have not done my full evaluation on him so far before we get to the NFL draft. Let's go to pick 129. Oh boy. The defensive line could be something he looks at again, just something he usually does. Could get at that third wide receiver. Let's go Ozzy Trapilo at offensive tackle out of Boston College. Again, how he takes offensive linemen. Lane Johnson, how many years does he have left? Uh, take another offensive tackle, fix the offensive line as much as possible. Not that it's broken at all, because it's still one of the best in the league, but just get as much as you can. All right, with this one, let's go with one of these defensive linemen. Let's go Aeneas Peebles out of Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech had a very talented defensive line this season. And then pick 166. I do really like Ricky White. I think Pat Bryant might offer a different type of receiver to what they have. A decently big body, but also can stretch the field vertically. You can move Devontae Smith to the slot in this regard. So I think that might be more of a fit to kind of develop him at that point. With the last pick for the Eagles, a pick 169. You know, Probably don't need this, but let's go with Trevor Etienne, the running back out of Georgia, just in case Saquon gets injured. He's had injury issues in the past, stayed healthy this year. I just want to get some more running back depth there. Etienne runs pretty hard. He's not the same running back as his brother. He's a little bit bigger and probably runs with more power and less speed, I would say. But that's a good depth pick there at the end of the draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. So we're going to wait for it to go through all the rest of the picks, and we're going to go recap this draft. Everyone can let me know what they feel about this draft down in the comments below. We'll start it off with pick number 32, Tyler Booker, the interior offensive lineman out of Alabama, one of the best guard prospects in this draft. He can be a starter from day one for the Eagles. 64, JT Toimaloau out, the edge rusher out of Ohio State. More of a power rusher, might be a different look for this Philadelphia Eagles pass rush, but we know that Howie likes those those offensive and defensive line. Pick number 96, Demetrius Knight, the linebacker out of South Carolina. Pretty good athleticism. Could help fill the linebacker void left by Zach Bond if he does end up leaving. Ozzie Trapilo, the offensive tackle out of Boston College. Some of the tackles are aging, and it would be nice to have a guy who could replace them in a couple of years, and that's what this pick is at pick 129. You're not expecting him to start right away. Pick 162, Aeneas Peebles, defensive lineman out of Virginia Tech. Pick one is 66. We have Pat Bryant, the wide receiver out of Illinois. And pick 169, we have Trevor Etienne, the running back out of Georgia. So let me know what you think of this mock draft down in the comments below. We'll be doing more NFL mock drafts before we get to the 2025 NFL draft. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.